everyone, Genesis Rider here with a big team battle perfection gameplay while playing Halo Combat Evolved maps Danger Canyon. Perfection is 15 kills or more without dying in any Slayer game. Off the start here, you're going to see that some of the enemy players spawn at our base, which is a little strange. That does happen pretty consistently in Combat Evolved. I don't know if that's something they're going to patch or that's something that existed in the actual original game. I really don't know. There's a lot of things I'm unfamiliar with about Combat Evolved. I'm not a really exceptional player, but I have learned quite a bit, so hopefully you can learn some from this video. Off the start here in Slayer, you're definitely going to want to run through this main central room through that tunnel at the top inside of your base. You're going to want to grab the rocket launcher and then make your way eventually across one of these two central bridges across to the overshield and sniper. Now, what you're about to see me do here is back up across this bridge. This is really important because to the left right here is where sometimes there's a guy with a sniper like you're just seeing right now. This likely would have cost me my perfection if I hadn't have turned around and backed up the bridge on the bridge like this. So remember to do that. The sniper rifle right here, as I just picked up, respawns very frequently. In Combat Evolved, some of the main things you need to realize is that you need to lead your shots. The power-ups and weapons spawn really fast, and regardless of whether you're in danger or not, your teammates are almost always going to spawn on the last living person that the game sees. If there's no teammate living, then the game will kind of give them a random spawn. So it's really important to keep in mind that your positioning in Combat Evolved is really important. You can come off your spawn and just get naded, for example. Right here, we do a pretty good job of noticing this enemy Warthog gunner and snipe him out of his gunner seat. Throughout this film, you're going to be seeing me put a lot of kind of random crazy shots into Warthogs and vehicles because I just have the amount of ammunition to do so. I've already, I think twice already, picked up a fresh sniper from that little snipes respawn, so I have a lot of ammo to burn here. Now, what you're going to see me about to do here is you're going to see me burn the remainder of my overshield that you can see in the top right corner right now using this plasma grenade and standing just outside the radius of its damage so that I just reduce my shields and not reduce my health, which is really important. Why would I do this? Well, mainly because my teammates are spawning on me so they can very quickly grab the overshield if they're spawning right next to me constantly because they're likely going to be dying. But another reason is that because the overshield spawns so quickly, you do want to be picking it up almost as soon as it respawns, if you can. And it respawns so quickly that oftentimes your overshield hasn't run out by that point. Now, overshield spawns at different times on different maps, to my knowledge. The map I'm currently playing on, Danger Canyon, is actually one of the 6 exclusive computer maps that was only shipped with the computer version of the game and was not shipped with the console version of the game, again, that I'm aware of. One of the reasons I'm familiar with this map is because I used to run around this and other maps in Combat Evolved as a kid alone. I would just run around on the map alone in a custom game on the computer, and it's one of my first memories and experiences with Halo. It's why I actually know some of the mechanics of Halo Combat Evolved a little better than some people may initially think I do. Don't get me wrong, though, this game will brutally and mercilessly beat the crud out of you if you don't know what you're doing. And you're going to see that kind of in this game as the enemy players really get destroyed. And you may be wondering, how does a game like this last less than 10 minutes when it goes to 100 kills and this map is kind of really big? How does it last only 10 minutes? Well, unfortunately, in Combat Evolved right now in the Master Chief Collection, in big team battle, often games go to 50 kills, which is really strange. The game ends really prematurely, I feel like. Or the game just ends prematurely before you've tapped the final flag or gotten the last bit of hill time or gotten that last kill in a Slayer game. Keep in mind, you can only get perfections in Slayer, which is something a lot of people really get confused at. But there's another glitch in Combat Evolved also where all the enemy players can quit, but the game will not end. Regardless of what game type you're playing, the game will not end until the timer has run out, which is really strange. So the game ends prematurely sometimes, and then when it should end prematurely, it doesn't, which is a little bit odd, but I won't be talking too much about that because there's a lot of things I could talk about that are like that in the Master Chief Collection. But you're going to see my teammate Bub right here on the left side of my scope here. He's the main player I'm communicating with over Skype. He's going to be my main help. You can see he called out that guy on his radar coming through that tunnel. The radar in Combat Evolved is really, really lengthy, and you can tell where players are a really far distance away as compared to Halo 3's radar, which is really short in its radius of detection, should I say. My teammate just died from that central tunnel via a sniper rifle, so I'm going to be very careful to remain way back here. You can see some of those weapons flying around via the grenades. It's awesome fun nading weapons to yourself on Hang 'em High, like that one video I made. You can check out that video in the description if you want to see more tips and tricks gameplay on Hang 'em High in Halo Combat Evolved. I'll put that in the description. But right now, my teammate's doing an amazing job of really distracting the enemy players. Now, you're going to see him again spawn on me. You just saw him spawn to my right. Bub right here. He's going to race across to that central tunnel again. It's going to help me by using his radar and calling out where the enemy players are going to come through the tunnels. It's really hard to break the strategy, or the setup, if you can call it a setup with two people, that Bub and I are using right now. We hadn't played this map very much. We'd only played this, I think, once or twice. And this strategy works really well, surprisingly, especially against people who don't know what they're doing. Because basically, what you'll find is that because the enemy players spawn on their teammates, if you can keep one guy alive in that central room where rockets are spawning that Bub is nading and I was just looking at there, if you can keep one enemy player alive down there, which you can see he just got sniped again, so somebody's alive down there, the enemy players will just respawn over and over in that room. They have nowhere else to go unless they know how to stack themselves on top of each other to jump out of the room. It's a very useful tactic I'll hopefully be showing in some Capture the Flag gameplay on this map, which is really exciting. Some Capture the Flag games in Combat Evolved on these 6 exclusive Big Team Battle maps are really, really cool, and I hope to be showing you some of that gameplay later on with some of my uploads. But you can see the sniper rifle and even the pistol in Combat Evolved, really all the weapons, have a significant amount of anti-aim. Now, I'm not very familiar with this term, so please don't quote me on it. What it means is that your targeting reticle doesn't really stick to enemy players when you're zooming in nearly as much as other games. The game does not help you with your shots, so to speak. That's just what I've noticed it to be. I'm sure there's more technical and correct definitions. Feel free to comment below. But anti-aim is a real thing that I've heard Ninja and Ogre 2 talk about multiple times while playing Combat Evolved. Again, I'm just going to nade myself to get this next overshield. And I'm just continuing to stay up here because our setup is pretty good. It's not an objective game. We just need to mainly conserve our deaths and stay alive, and this top area is great for doing that. If I were to use that portal that's to my right, I would portal down and be able to grab a rocket launcher down there, but I'm not able to portal back up, which is why you only want to portal if you're getting really shot at, and you're not able to grab an overshield, or if you're about to nade yourself, or if you have naded yourself and you incur some fire, jumping through that portal is a real good strategy. Now, what you're seeing right here is one of the only 3 times during this film you're going to see enemy players actually go to the ridge and me actually get some kills on them. That is the way you want to break the strategy that I am doing right now with my teammate. Really good sniper enemy ghost player, by the way. Really good awareness there. Again, I have a lot of ammo, so I can afford to make snipes like this. I'm just speeding up this portion of the gameplay. I need the overshield off, and it's not really exciting at this point. Nothing really happens. My teammate is mainly just trying to see if anybody at this point in the game is willing to peek out of the tunnels, which is unlikely. But you're going to see up here that my teammate is about to die from some grenades, really long-range grenades that they bounce around the corner. But listen to the... you see that? That's my team player just died to my left, and I'm going to see these sniper shots whiz over my head up on top of me, and that's because the enemy snipers to the left, which picked up one of the 3 sniper rifles on the map. Get the perfection, but just to give you guys an idea, that is the main way you counter that strategy. And one of the reasons I felt like uploading this film was mainly because the fact that I narrowly avoided death like at least 3 times because I was very aware with my gameplay. We didn't have very many people on our team anyway, but you can see our stats here: 18-0 for me, 18-7 for my teammate. Shout out to Bubfield, also known as Assassin 405 from Halo 4. You guys may remember that. You can see my medals here. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Like the video below if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this from the Master Chief Collection. And I'll see you guys in the next capture, whatever, and recording. Peace. to Halo the Master Chief Collection. We're 78 days, 19 hours, 42 minutes, and 14 seconds after its release. You're still gonna want to shoot cops, punch babies, and murder kittens after one interaction with its in-game menu system.